Hey everyone, welcome to another video review. This is a Transformers Studios series Bumblebee movie Ravage. I don't think he has a number this time. I don't think this one has a number. No, it does not. Core class apparently don't get numbers. But yeah, go ahead and put off the side. Cause yeah, you can see his box thing. We're gonna look at the new box. Cause yeah, the core class is new to Studio series. But yeah, core class is changing overall. Yeah, it's the box instead of a card. Plastic over a card. It's now a box. And it's Transformers and Bumblebee and Studio series and all that stuff. Yeah, there is no plastic. This has riled some people up, something fierce. And there's even a little insert with a little, you can see the picture there. You can also see on the side, Core Class and Ravage and the thing. And you got this card here up top. You got this card. You got more Ravage and Transformers Generations and all this stuff. On the side, you got more Ravage and Authentic. Yeah, you also got the insert, which is, just, this is actually the same one that's in bronze, just small, essentially. Yeah. That's the thing. People are freaking out about this because, well, oh my god, people could just reach in and steal it. And it's like, yeah, they can also just steal the box. And yeah, it's still tied down. So it's one of those things like, it's tied down really well. So actually reaching in, just stealing it is going to more or less involve mangling the box in the process. And at that point, you might as well just take the whole thing. People have this weird idea that this little piece of plastic, clear plastic, would be this magic solution that stops all theft. And it's like, we know that doesn't happen. It's at this point, this is small enough that if someone really wants it, they're not going to sit there wasting time trying to rip it out of the package. Just take the whole thing. Honestly, people are freaking out over another thing. I think people are trying to become chicken littles over this change in packaging. It's not going to be a huge deal in the end. Yes, there's that one picture someone is floating around. This, hey, look, it's Ravage just out of the box in stores. Like, yeah, stuff like this happens. I have seen empty boxes with, open, complete in store. I've seen an empty box, no toy, just a box in the store. It happens. It's not going to be there's not going to upswing just because there's a hole here. There have been open box toys in the past with no problems and with little problems. So yeah, it's not going to be, I don't think it's going to be the issue people think it's going to be. The amount of effort you have to get it, more to steal it out of the box, and particularly, and get all the accessories as well without opening the box. The point is you're going to be sitting there arousing suspicion because you're sitting there messing with a box for like 5 minutes. It'd be faster. Just, a thief is just going to steal the whole box. So I think people are freaking out over, a problem they're making bigger. They're making mountains out of molehills. So yeah, that's the thing. There's my little soapbox. Yeah, there's also copyrights in the bottom, and in the back here you got, the whole card with product shots and warnings and copyrights and a couple, product shots and all that stuff. And comes with instructions, but it's a pretty simple set of instructions. So you go. It's fairly easy. It's one of those things where his transformation is a little more clever than you might think for turning to a box, but it's still, he turns it to a box. And that's all he does. He turns into this little box thing. It's clearly just a folded up cat thing. There's really not a whole lot to it. It's just a box. There is really not much to it. It's a box. Yay. Really not a whole lot. You could take this accessory and just peg it on top if you want. I guess it's storage, but still he just looks like a box. I don't know, data cube if you want to call it. I don't know, maybe sure. Why not data cube? It's called a data cube because we don't know what he transforms into, because it was one of those things where it's like, again, the Cybertron scene was really added in last minute. But cool thing is, of course, Soundwave. Yep, he is compatible with Soundwave, which really easy. Yep. Open that up. Just slide them in. Close them up. And there you go. Yep, you got Ravage inside. No problems. Ravage is in there. It's nice and snug. And this little thing, this can peg on. You can peg it into this gun right here. Kind of like that. If it would be nicer if it pegged into this gun, because that would be more like the old toy. Because that's where you're supposed to put it on the toy, but it doesn't peg in there, unfortunately. But you can peg in this gun, so it's kind of like the old G1 toys. That's a thing you can do. I guess now it's a missile launcher of sorts. So that's something. And you can still actually store them in vehicle mode as well. This still functions fully just fine in vehicle mode. So that's his compatibility. It works. This is a pretty much accessory. I'm not going to do any comparisons because that'd be stupid. But Transformation, though, is pretty simple. You just take these off like that. Just unpeg them, put them off to the side for now. We'll reattach them later. And then you go ahead right here. You want to take this tail piece and just move that back. And you want to take the feet here. You want to take the feet and legs. You want to untab. You want to rotate this foot out like that. And then unpeg the leg and bring it out like that. Unpeg that and bring it out. And unpeg these. Unpeg those and bring those down. Unpeg that, bring that down. Go ahead and move the head up like that, and take this piece right here and unpeg that. There's this little flat piece right here. You want to unpeg that. Then this right here, I'll unfold this whole thing right there. You want to take this whole assembly. There's a little gray bar assembly here. You want to take this and move this back and bring it into this little cavity right there. You want to bring that all back like this, like that. They'll go in like so, and then this piece right here will kind of move down a little bit and latch it into place, and that will lock that all together. You can bring the legs down and, you know, pose them how you want. Bring them down, pose them how you want. And of course, you take this thing, this little flat piece, these silver pieces face forward, and they just peg into this hole right here. So, and these things right here, there's peg holes on the legs here, and you want to go ahead and peg them. I think with this bit up. There's a little extra bit right there. You peg that with that bit up, I believe. You know, it's your choice though. It's aesthetics. You know, they'll both peg into either side regardless. But aesthetic preferences and all that, I prefer to have them up. So yeah, that's Ravage. And yeah, that's yeah, it's a core class. He's pretty simple. There's not a whole lot to him. I mean, he's more or less a glorified accessory for Soundwave, and he's a little spendy because he's like, what, $10? Yeah. So he's like $10 and he's a little like, he's kind of neat looking, but yeah, on his own, on his own, he's not worth it. But yeah, he looks cool. I mean, he turns into a box. There's no one's there. It's a more clever transformation than I thought it would be for a, turning into a box, but still just turns into a box. But yeah, I think this actually looks pretty cool. You got a bit of touches of red and white here. You got the gray and black. A bit of silver bit popped out. And you got his eyes are picked out in yellow. See that? Yeah. It's got some decent details and stuff. Some striping and whatnot. The ridge lines across the back there. There's a peg hole there if you want. All that stuff. There's kind of little hollows down there, but not too bad. And yeah, it just looks pretty decent overall. Overall looks pretty decent. Yeah, and this bit right here that you also can give Soundwave, you can also, if you really want, peg it under here and not talk about that too much. But yeah, you can peg it down there if you want. They show that, but that's for Soundwave. Yeah, a decent little Ravage actually. And on top of that, posability, his jaw can open. That's pretty nice. His head can look up and down because of the transformation. Not really any side to side or tilt or anything. This, I guess you can rotate this, back and forth if you want. These are on little ball joints, so you got forward and back. Because of the pegs and stuff for transformation, they do bang into those a little bit, but it's, they go out a little tiny bit. You got forward and back, technically full rotation, but they'll start banging into like the back here. You got a hinge here, which decent amount of range there. You got another hinge here at the foot. No ball joint there. I wish that was a ball joint. That'd be nice. Another ball joint here. This more kind of similar thing here, forward and back, a little bit outward. You got a hinge here though, which, goes pretty far back, and you got that forward bit. You got a second hinge here. Right there. That has a bit of range, and you got a hinge here at the foot. And I guess you can rotate the guns up and down because they're just pegs and holes, so just pegging just up and down. And you got this can go up and down as well. Yeah, decent amount of posability. And I guess if you really want, you can start untransforming it a little bit, and I guess you can have a little bit of arching, but yeah, it's going to look a little weird, but you can do that if you want to get a little creative. But yeah, it's something, but it's not going to give you a whole lot by itself. So yeah, it's decent. Just, yeah. And again, well, Soundwave, I mean, come on. yeah, of course Soundwave's way bigger. Yeah, there's only one other core class out right now, but yeah, it's kind of in that weird thing of like they're not really scaled to each other. These are scaled for each other. And yeah, so again, well, it depends. Do you have Soundwave? If you're getting Soundwave, then yes, sure, definitely get them, because that completes the whole play pattern for Soundwave. Definitely get them if you have Soundwave, but if you're planning on getting Soundwave or whatever, if you have or planning on getting the Bumblebee movie Soundwave, yes. By himself, absolutely not. He's $10 and he turns into a box. It's absolutely not worth it at that point. But yeah, as to go with Soundwave, absolutely. He's actually nice. He's nicely painted. He looks pretty decent. He articulates pretty decently. And yeah, he's got a couple little accessories. And I think, honestly, he's not bad. But he really needs Soundwave to really shine. If without Soundwave, it's kind of pointless. So yeah, that's pretty much the whole thing. If you're getting Soundwave or have Soundwave, get him. If you don't. It's simple. And you get some decent bows, but yeah, that's the thing. So that's it for this one. I hope you found it informative, entertaining. Hope you like, comment, subscribe. Check out my Twitter. I'm at Nemesis Prime 1. Check out my coffee and my Patreon. And I still see you next time with another video review.